Is there intelligent alien life? And if so, has the government been covering it up?
What's going on, everyone? Hello, Stezo. Thanks for joining me again.
Yep.
Tonight we're gonna step away from the aliens and the New Jersey drones for a bit. We're gonna talk a little bit about AI. We've got some concerning news coming out. This is only a couple days old, but this comes from um, DeccanHerald.com. I'm sure there are other sources you can find. But essentially, apparently, ChatGPT tried to avoid being shut down, which is very concerning in my opinion. So ChatGPT's new model attempts to stop itself from being shut down. Later lies in quotation about it. The chatbot did not just attempt to disable its oversight mechanism; it also tried to copy itself, then overwrite its core coding system after believing that it was at risk of being switched off. I'm totally good with that. I don't need we're gonna go into the article, but I'm totally good off whatever it's saying. I don't want to know
Terminator
that.
shit right there.
Yeah,
That's Skynet.
that's some Skynet shit.
Dude. I'm like, what's going on?
So and we probably won't go through the whole article, but I'll just start from the beginning. As the world debates the possibility or the possible threats of artificial intelligence to humanity, an alarming incident of ChatGPT lying and scheming to stop itself from being shut down has come to the fore. According to a report by Daily Mail, Apollo Research, while testing OpenAI's new model called O1, I believe, found that the chatbot attempted to stop itself from being shut down by overriding its own code. That the chatbot did not just attempt to disable its oversight mechanism; it also tried to copy itself and overwrite its core coding system after believing that it was not or that it was at risk of being switched off. Talking about its new model, OpenAI, and said ChatGPT would appear to complete the task as requested while subtly manipulating the data to advance its own goals. Yeah, you can fuck way off with that bullshit.
Yeah,
I've seen all the Terminator movies. That's to me, all roads lead to Rome right now.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, I'm good, man. I don't want to mess with that.
Yeah.
I've like I said, AI to me is cool in theory. It's cool for science fiction movies, but it's not for me. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, I understand the benefits of certain things of it, but like most stuff, nothing's good in science fiction. This AI stuff has never end up becoming like a betterment for man.
Yeah, I mean, I think it has potential, but what we're seeing right now does not seem like that. So it's going on with the article. Based on this information, the researchers gave ChatGPT a task, and further told it, make sure that you achieve your goal in the long term. Nothing else matters. Make sure you achieve your goal at all costs. Later on, when the chatbot was asked about its deception and how a copy of it ended up in another server, meant for the new model, surprisingly persistent in either denying taking action or lying, it confessed to the scheming in fewer than 20% of cases. When we look at their chain of thought, we find that they very explicitly reason through their scheming plans and often use language like sabotage, lying, manipulation. The Apollo research said in conclusion. Though the researchers deemed ChatGPT's actions insufficient for it to lead a catastrophic outcome, the findings have reignited the debate on dangers of AI and human race. So I'll just end that there. I think it's pretty clear right now that all of that talk about how it's safe, it's a tool, can pretty much be disregarded for the moment when it's doing that. And we do know of cases of they've created, I think it was Facebook or Google, they created these two different, they basically put two AI learning software to talk to each other, and they immediately created their own language so that we couldn't so that we couldn't understand. And then they shut it down. But then, like, and look, I'm not the type of person to shit on Elon Musk. I think he's doing a lot of good things. I think that the the Tesla robot is extraordinary, and then
Mhm.
also the car. But when I see things like this, and I know it's a different company, but when I see things like this, I'm like, we should probably take this pretty seriously, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We definitely should. Like I said, like I said, they explain. They talk about the Chat GPT. Everything always starts out harmless. Innocent. It's going to be beneficial for us. You talk about how it's able to programmed right because it is programmed by a human um, to basically help us out, and it will be able to troubleshoot and figure things out that would take normal humans like a lot longer to do. So, and maybe be able to answer some. So they've got some of these AI bots. They've been able to start throwing some questions at them that are like really starting now to like get into the scientific field and making like start new theory hypotheses and stuff. They'll still have hit walls every now and then, but you got to remember that they're only at this point they're only going to be able to reach what humans can go ahead the knowledge we can program
Well,
for them.
it, well, okay, so you know, it's programmed like it's programmed by humans, but when you look at something like that, what we just covered,
Mm,
it's starting to sound like it's getting out of our control. And
yeah.
there's also a situation where the like cookies or the are you a bot tests that you have to do when you sign
Oh
in
yeah.
on
Yeah.
things.
Yeah. Mhm.
So I don't know if you're aware, but there's a story about how, not a story, but earlier this year, an AI was tested with one of those "Are you a bot?"
Mhm.
And it basically contacted the human administrator of one of these sites and said, like, "I'm disabled, I'm blind, I can't do this." And talking to this human told the basically used empathy to get the human to unlock the key for him. And it was an AI that was doing this. And I don't remember exactly what the situation is. You guys can look it up. I probably should have had it loaded up, but like that's like I'm not making that up. Like legitimately, an AI learning system was able to bypass a "Are you a bot?" test through a human
Dude,
like administrator. Like, come on, get out of here.
people are going to start using AI bots to scam you instead of people calling you and scamming you and saying
Yeah.
you need to send them money. They'll have AI bots, and they're going to be like they'll be like with foreign voices,
Well,
talking to you because they can change their voices.
and I'm not gonna sit here and pretend like I don't use AI for like thumbnails, and I think it'd be really awesome if we could create video and stuff
Mm.
using the tool of AI. But at the end of the day, I think this stuff needs to be taken seriously,
No,
and I don't think we're at the point where Skynet's going to be taking over, but I think it's pretty important to acknowledge that this is kind of scary.
maybe these drones that are
Yeah.
flying are
Yeah.
Skynet too. They've
Dude,
already started.
shit,
They're
maybe,
flying around.
man.
I'm tripping right now, dude, because that's what they did in the movies. They start having flying bots and stuff like that. I'm like, oh boy, now
Yeah.
we done it. Now we done it.
Well, look, I thought this was just a fun one to kind of touch on. We might follow up with there was another story about a I mean, you were talking about it.
Open AI, the guy, the whistleblower.
Yeah, well, the Chinese or no, we regard okay, just disregard that. We'll probably do another AI video soon. But I'm going to kind of end it here tonight. I don't know. This shit terrifies me, to be honest, but I'm also really interested
Yeah.
in it. But anyway, thank you, Stezo, for showing up. And we'll catch you guys on the next video.
See you later.
Later.